A young magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions, lizard. Ranley, Corker's mate, Lady Vengeance. Ranley, Corker's mate, Lady Bloody Vengeance.
The Magister pauses, takes a deep...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Being behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else?
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, his eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gash zigzags from his right ear down to his beardless cheek. Unconscious, he looks more boy than bishop. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. You can't quite make out the details. You need to get...
You keep saying that. It won't save you. I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough! Being behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else? Bloody Magisters. If it were up to me, you'd be swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that. It won't save you. I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough! Being behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else?
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then the wood groans and creaks. A face appears and the face vanishes. The anguished face appears.
So, What'd you say? Shall we hit by all means thing? I'm not going.
I've plenty of fighters for her. Oh, There's got to be some clue. Dallas would have trusted someone with a secret, wouldn't she? Unless there's someone still inside.
Hey! You're here! Pretty nice boat, eh? We got enough. There's got to be another way to get it going, but we can't find a way into Dallas.
The door remains unmarked. The door stays resolutely closed. The silent monk cocks his right ear towards you, then his left. He appears to be awaiting instructions. As you approach, the silent monk puffs a bit of air from between her stitched lips. She seems...
Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? How do? Right now, though? Aye.
He drags a comb through his beard.
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving.
She's a fickle mistress. She's mine, damn it.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home. Home!
I won't be able to breathe easy until that island disappears over the horizon.
What is it, Red? As soon as we convince this heap of wood to move, the ship's mute. We need to free her tongue. Don't bother. That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor. What we need is a way to control the bloody thing. The Seekers, what's left of them at least, have been quite busy with the effort. You're very lucky I'm helping them get you to where you're going, Godwoke. Now, if you could help them sort out the small matter of getting out of here, we can be on our way. I wouldn't be so sure.
Our entire mission will have been for nothing if we don't escape from here. We have to get this ship moving!
Nothing up here's gonna get her going, even for a Godwoken.
May the fallen rest easy in the Hall of Echoes. Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Not very well. Meister Siever's there. She held the Seekers together, when we had every reason to fall apart. Think of her as a... Keep Lucian... May the fallen rest easy.
Gareth Port.
Keep Lucian...
Like you all did to me.
The Seeker has removed one of her gauntlets in order to flex her wrist. It bears inflamed marks from where shackles bit into her. She sees...
You must be starved for company to linger around here, friend. You and half of Rivellon, friend. But no, he hasn't made a sound. He'll be in for a rude awakening when he does come to. Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold. And the other one ain't in much... All right then, just...
Under lock and key.
Hope you find something useful.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The Magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. There's a shift in the Magister's expression.
I'm a good Magister, loyal. But Dallas, something about her has changed. She's toying with dark magic, like a common sorcerer. She used to sing to the ship. She had this old book of hymns and incantations. It was only ever in her hands, or else locked away in her cabin at the stern. Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the divine. All right.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Ifan grabs you by the sleeve, not hard, but insistent.
Let me work on him. I've got questions that need answers. Answers I can only get from him.
Ifan approaches Alexander, who lies flat on a bare wire cot. Though unconscious, Alexander's eyes are only half closed. His swollen jaw hangs open at an odd angle. Ifan grabs him by the jaw and shakes, violently. Alexander's face contorts with agony and his eyes flutter, yet he doesn't return to consciousness.
Why did you trigger the death fog before the elves had a chance to escape? Why? Why?
No matter how loud Ifan shouts his questions, there is no response from the unconscious Alexander. He reaches his arm back, and you realize he intends to punch Alexander in the face. He turns and snarls at you, the expression on his face so vicious you recoil involuntarily. Seeing this, he falls without a word. Ifan strides.
The bell can't be unrung.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest, hung round his neck by an ordinary oiled rope. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gap. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly. The gem sits heavily in your pouch. Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare wire cot. Though the bishop's white robes as bruises swell, someone has wiped the bishop.
Pretty nice ship, eh? Captain Los.
It's good to be on the open seas again. Set sail for Driftwood, I reckon. From there, we can track down my old pack and find out who's behind the contracts to kill Godwoke.
He grunts approvingly. Side by side. The Magister leans in and...
If you ever find yourself face to face with Magisters, you tell them I was tortured. I didn't...
Whatever that Magister told you... You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. You spoke, didn't you? Ha! I knew you would eventually.
I've spotted something. Allies for hire.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It's...
I am summoned. Speak the password. You've summoned me with the gem, indeed. Now, no. The lizard mind is as simple.
Whatever type of companion you need,
This is the stateroom. You waste.
There's got to be some clue. Dallas would have trusted some...
Do you hear that?
No entry allowed. Please listen up so I don't have to repeat myself again. I am not an entry door. Fine. Answer the security question. Current security measures forbid me from providing the security question. Current security measures forbid me from telling you that the password is...
The face in the door is confused from...
Drat. No entry allowed through the starboard state. No entry...
This is the state. Yes. And yes again.
Under lock and key.
Just one more moment, please.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap and turns his full...
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? Armor? Such a limiting word. Dallas has been keeping me prisoner here. But I try to keep working on my own projects when I can. Dallas took a particular interest in me and my skills. She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you took her flagship from right under her nose, it seems. Oh, yes.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is...
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process. Well, the situation is looking immeasurably better now. So why don't you tell me all about my valiant rescuers? To whom do I owe my thanks? A lofty take on yourself? I ought to continue what I'm doing here. Unless there was anything else? Oh, cast spells, tinker with...
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his...
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is No! Necromancy isn't.
His face abruptly creases in...
But come now. Enough of Dallas and dead cats. You've taken this ship and granted my freedom. This is a happy moment. I'm afraid I cannot tell you what I do not remember. Could you pass me that copper wire just there?
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back above his elbow. In its...
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add. Took it? No. I made... As I said, the Magisters left me weakened. But this will help give me the strength to carry on my work. Dallas didn't tell me anything if she could avoid it. But I did overhear her practicing an ancient lizard dialect. That might ring a bell with you, might it? Lizards apparently have ancient magic that allows them to control slaves that bear the mark by singing a song. Dallas must have had an interest in those. Despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire the woman a little. She's unwavering. She will break if you cross paths with her. Be sure to break her. I doubt you will get another chance. I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why must you push me like this? Well, you're painting me into a corner here, friend. And
Let the creature live. He is hardly worth our...
The Seekers are too trusting by half. We can't just let this healer go free.
Something tells me that he'll only bring us woe, but I can't judge him yet.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a...
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service. We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song. What's this? I found something.
I suffer. Don't touch me. Was Tarquin that wretch, that me miserable? No. 'Tis ignoble. Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, where are you? 'Tis I. You.
The cat begins to purr.
Any friend to Mumsy is a friend to me. The song, of course. Trouble not.
The cat purrs and...
Tell Mumsy to come back.
You did it! I knew that!
You got through the door.
would I hide something important if I was a Magister? What am I even looking for? Will I know it when I see it? Where would I hide something important if I was a Magister?
The silent monk leans forward slightly. The silent monk...
Melody says if we can get...
All that fighting will be...
What is it, Red? Naughty lizards. Then I suppose that rune on the figurehead was a slave scar. Well done. Go on then. Sing it to the figurehead and get her to sail.
Her eyes suddenly flash up.
Please, spare. We need to move. Sing the song. Take control of the ship. Time to sing, God.
Ouch. Now my scales are singed.
There must be some way to get this ship moving. There has to be.
Time to sing, Godwoken. Now.
There must be some way to get this ship moving. There has to be.
Be careful around the figurehead, Godwoken.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master? Ask. I am here to serve in all ways. Sacrifice must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. They tore.
The creaking of the ship eases into a contemplative.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn. That time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead...
The creaking of the ship beneath you ceases, as if it were awaiting your decision with bated breath.
Perhaps lizard blood does not truly run cold then. But I cannot be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel, and must be guided.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
We have to make good on our escape.
A slow, toothless smile.
To driftwood, then.
We have to put this island behind us. Our sacred ancestor trees, turned into the slaves of warmongers.
Be quick. Make no mistake.
The ship is awake. We have to make good on our escape.
I'm glad you decided to put that moment of doubt behind you. The last thing we need here is more unpleasantness. We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
A flicker of hesitation crosses Tarquin's...
You're most persistent. Perhaps our past will pit us both against the hammer. We will see. But don't claim me as an ally just yet. My allies tend to die. There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets they'd rather keep hidden. Why should I face more scrutiny than the rest? Unanswered questions are a challenge, my friend. Where's the fun in easy answers? If you're so convinced that I'm hiding something, come up with a hypothesis. Then we can talk.
Well, what have we...
A slow...
to driftwood, then. It moves forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the Godwoken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and ally with demons. But
We are ready, mistress.
yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You act!
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do,
Godwoken. Paris.
I'll take care of it, miss.